Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Scott. It's great to be here. Today I'm going to work on a request we had from one of our valued viewers, and this viewer, who is always supporting us, asked about that and it, the differentiation on using those, because they could be quite confusing, which I agree with. So I'm also going to do this, because this and that and it, they're all connected in a way. Just on the words themselves, this, if it's near me, around me, I'll say this. If it's over there, I'll say that. And it is a personal pronoun and could be a subject like it's my book, or it can be an object, or I like it as well for that pronoun usage. This and that are also pronouns, but they are also demonstrative adjectives, like this book. In that case, it's an adjective. But I don't want to get too much into the grammar. I just want to get into the usage. So I'm going to give you the little short conversation. So for example, I don't have it here. It's at home, but I'm holding it. This is my baseball glove. I say to my friend, this is my baseball glove. And he says, wow, it looks quite old. How long have you had it? And I'll say, I've had it since I was in high school. So I start off with this is my baseball glove, and after that I put it into its. Introducing it, this is, and after that, the pronoun it. It looks quite old. How long have you had it? I've had it since I was in high school. Let me give you another example. So the classmate says, which two textbooks here? Which textbook is yours? And you can say, this textbook is mine. Over there, that textbook is mine. Now, another example, whose dictionary is this? And I'm going to cut off the dictionary, and I'm just going to say, that's mine, or it's mine. They're both fine there. I didn't say dictionary in the answer, so I can say it's mine. So I can say that dictionary is mine. I can also say that's mine, and I can also say it's mine. They're all possible there. Now the teacher asked me what the longest river in Japan was, but I didn't know it. Now I put it there. Now if I explain that I didn't know it meaning what the longest river was, or the answer to that question. So I didn't know it. Now, if I give another example, so the teacher said there was a test today, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was a test today. Now the first case, what the longest river in Japan was, but I didn't know it. You cannot use that in that answer, only it. The second case, the teacher said there was a test today, but I didn't know that, is fine. I didn't know it. They're both fine in that regard. And one more example. Now, with it itself, it has to be used, the doer of an action or the subject of the sentence. So, it's his birthday today, or it's raining outside right now. In that case, it is necessary. That is not possible in that regard. So, it's his birthday today, it's raining outside. Now, I want to give you hopefully a clear indication on the differences of using this and it. Now, for example, if I'm introduce my baseball glove, so let's say I introduce my friend Greg. So I'll say, this is my friend Greg, and here I'm introducing him, okay? In this case, this is possible, and only. You cannot use it in this sense. So this is my friend Greg. But if, for example, somebody came to the door, knocked on the door, and somebody says, who was that? You could say, it was Greg. It was Greg. It was my friend Greg. In that sense, you're explaining who was at the door. So introducing, this is my friend Greg. Who was at the door? It was Greg. Introducing and explaining. Okay, everybody? Hope you got a clear indication on that. I hope the viewer who asked that question, that request there, I hope that clears things up for you. Any kind of questions or comments or requests that you have, please feel free to ask us and leave anything below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. We'll be back here again soon. Thanks very much.